Numbers make me happy in pawns, and nothing makes the peen harder than Tasha's hideous laughter. Laughter says, our opponent exiles top cards of the library until they find cards with a total covered mana cost of at least 20. Exactly how many cards do we mill? Against Is It Blitz, we can expect to mill about 19 to 20 cards. Against Amulet Titan, 20 to 21 cards. That is a lot of mill. But on the flip side, against Urza's Kitchen, we can expect to mill only 11 to 12 cards, and against the Cascade deck, only 10 to 11 cards. So in general, we're expecting to mill 15 cards, and given that we already have Fractured Sanity, should we care about Laughter? And the answer is yes, because we have Surgical Extraction and Extirpate. They target a card in our opponent's graveyard, and we exile all copies of the card from our opponent's hand and library, thinning out our opponent's deck in the process. There are quite a few decks in Modern where the deck has one chunky card, and the rest are weenies. Going back to Is It Blitz, if we remove the Stormwing Entity from their deck, instead of Laughter milling 19 to 20 cards, with Entity gone, it now mills 27 to 28 cards. And for Amulet Titan, if we remove Primeval Titan from the deck, instead of milling 20 to 21 cards, we can now expect to mill 32 cards from the deck. And if we also remove Dummy Thick Dryad from the deck, we mill a whopping 45 to 46 cards. That's pretty good. And that brings us to the deck. Very similar to traditional mill, but we have some key differences. First of all, mill decks always run 4 Fatal Pushes in the main. We have 0 Fatal Pushes in the main. In place of it, we have Winds of Rebuke. It bounces the permanent to hand and mills 2. Why return stuff to our opponent's hand? Because we have 2 Extirpate and 4 Surgicals. If we know what's in our opponent's hand, then we know what to target in their graveyard. And although traditional mill runs Surgical in the main, they do so defensively, basically in case their opponent's a graveyard deck. But us, on the other hand, we are using it aggressively to disrupt our opponent's hand and make way for Laughter. Other than that, we have the key mill cards. We have Crabs, Card Draw, Counter and Creature Removal, Dummy Thick Mill, Fetch Land Hate, and in case our opponent doesn't have fetches, Field of Ruin to force them to search. And now on the sideboard, we have Artifact Hate. It fits the theme of our deck really well. Then there is Aether Gust for similar reasons, more Graveyard Hate, extra creature removal, life gain and Graveyard Hate, and Loris. That is the deck. Now let's get to the gameplay. But first, how about we look at my new hand-painted deck boxes? Aren't they sexy? It fits over 100 double-sleeve cards, and you can find them at decknet.com. But without further ado, here's the gameplay, and I hope you enjoy. Opening hand, we have a Crab, Sword, and a Keep. Oh, and either Burn or Goblins. This will be tricky. We'll play the Crab, even though it's probably gonna go to Jesus. I'll play Eidolon, and Laughter, nice. We'll mill, pass back to opponent. Opponent swings, we'll soak up 2, and might as well bounce Eidolon. They replay it, a bit stinky, but let's hit the Boros Charm. Nice, they have 1 in hand, but they do have a lot of stuff that costs 3. Rift Bolt and Skewer. It's a bit rough for Laughter. And Archive Trap, cool. Now the question is, do we Tasha or Trap and Surgical their Skewer from hand? Trap makes the most sense. Still no Skewer. Still no Skewer. Okidoki, Trap. There's Skewer. So I'll take 4 to get rid of it. Hooray. And then pass back. Opponent swings, will block. This be a close one. Searing Blaze for 1 damage. No point using Visions. 18 cards in her deck. Can Tasha do it? Come on. Boom! Down to 0. How brutal is that? Oh, doesn't it make you feel so good inside? I'm going into game 2. Let's dump all this for all this and with Ask game 2. Opening hand looks pretty sexy. We're gonna keep. I'll play Monastery. Play a Crab. And a Searing Blaze. This be kind of tricky. Should we play the Crab? With no fetches, Drown is probably better. So we'll just pass back. Opponent play Spike. Swings for 2. We'll kill. And we suspend Rift Bolt. A bit tricky here, but let's risk it and play Laughter. Milling 15. Okay. We take 3. Goblin Guide. A Bolt. Aether Gust. So we have 1 shot here. We gotta play the Crab. Mill. Mill some more. Come on, a creature. Oh gosh, they only have 1 creature in graveyard. Only gaining 3 life. Nah. We'll just hold on to Aether Gust and hope they don't have double Bolt. Oh, a fetch land. They attempt Lightning Helix. Aether Gust. With 1 card in hand, is that a Bolt? Nope. A Field of Ruin. Nice. So this is where things get chonky. If they have like a Boros Charm in hand and we use Field of Ruin, then they can play it before Crypt goes off. Alternatively, if we try to Field of Ruin their fetch and they fetch in response, then we won't get our land, so we can't play Crypt. You know, maybe our best shot is Field of Ruin, targeting their Foundry. Archive Trap. Now this is kind of awkward. Do they want to fetch now, maybe? Yeah, that would be a good time to fetch. You know what? Screw it. I'm tired of waiting. Crypt. Oh, and that paid off. What a great start to the spanking. Now it's on to the next match. Opening hand, that's a lot of Crabs. It's almost as much as Mama will keep. Play Crab. Very suspicious. Another Crab. Land. Oh, this looks like a Greek combo deck. It was fun when we birthed it into the world, but now that everyone else is playing it, not as fun. They most likely have Solitude in hand, because why keep 2 lands open? But if they Surgical now, they'll just flash in Solitude in response. In the meantime, though, they'd be getting milled hard. Oh, they don't play anything? There's Solitude. And a Rebirth. Too bad it comes back from graveyard. Oh, wait a minute. Surgical Extraction. And there's a concede. Sadly, the Laughter is really bad in this matchup, so we'll dump this for this and without game 2. Opening hand, nothing too crazy, but triple Crab again will keep. Make that quadruple Crab. Oh, and a Solitude. And shoot, we don't have Surgical. But although we don't have Surgical, we do have Crabs. Oh, shoot, it's Kaya. We can exile our Crabs every turn. Well, we'll play a Crab. Mill 6 and pass it back. Kaya collects another Crab. They draw and passes back. Archive Trap, nice. For now, we'll just pass back. Oh, they're animating the vent. In that case, Field of Ruin. Will they exile our Crab? No, they just exile a land from our graveyard. Okay. And now mill. 15 cards left in deck. Make that 12. And we'll wait for our opponent's turn. Stoneforge. Finding nothing? Okay. Exiling our Crab. Kaya has a lot of Crabs now. But by the look of the way she's standing, we already knew she had Crabs. Opponent has us at 6, but wait, what is this? A Crypt Incursion. Putting us at 75. Oh, why they conceded? Just because we gained a little bit of life. Jeez. I guess we'll just have to go to the next match. Oh, putting hand is fine, but not great. We'll keep. Oh, and it looks like blue-red aggro. Gotta be careful about giving them Delirium. For now, we'll just draw. Crab, cool. And an Archive Trap. We'll mill 3, and that gives them Delirium. I bet they're so proud. Well, guess what? Surgical or Bobble. Oof, 2 Murktides in hand. That card's so good good against us. We'll try and Surgical Murktide, although they could play one now if they wanted to. Yep, they play one. And ooh, Drowning Loch. I have dummy thick idea. We'll pass back for now. Opponent plays Seaman Visions and plays another Murktide, hitting us for 8. We'll Filter Run now. Archive Trap. This might be somewhat close. Oh wait, no, we have lethal. Mill 14 down to 0. I was so distracted by the Murktides that I almost missed it. So it's on to game 2. I'm going into game 2 as we're getting removal and more Graveyard Hate with. Let's go to game 2. Opening hand is most strong. We're gonna keep. Oh, it's Ravioli. We'll play Crab. Opponent attacks a block and Unholy Heat, sure. And Seaman Visions. Fields are run cool. And if they have Murktide here, milling will be pretty stinky, but we gotta go for it. And now pass back. Opponent plays Sleight of Hand. Blast our Crab. And we get tickled by Ravioli. Oh, an Extirpate. I have dummy thick plan. We'll Field a Run. They might have Counter Spell, but Archive Trap. That worked. And with the Murktide in graveyard, we'll Extirpate. Oh, but they do have Force of Negation in hand. Hopefully they'll use it on our Archive Trap, because with Murktide gone, Laughter's gonna mill a lot. So Archive Trap, where that Force of Negation. There it is. Thank you. And now the moment of truth. Another one. And play it. Milling 25 cards. Well, they still have one more shot here. They have one card in deck. Our opponent's just like pausing, thinking like, what happened? And there, as you can see, that went perfectly. What a great time to announce the winners of the free deck box and card giveaway. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video and subscribe, because we are having another giveaway. Opening hand, 1 land hand. Oh, we're on the draw, so we'll risk it. Oh, Esper Sentinel. And nice, a land. Play Crab. Oh, it's Hammer time. That pretty good. With 1 card in hand, they'll need an equipment. Crab. And nothing good in graveyard yet. Just Stoneforge and Sigarda's Aid. I was hoping for Colossus Hammer. Unless we get something better here. There is a hammer. So yeah, we'll hit the hammer. They draw. And they have another Paladin in hand. And now pass back. Opponent puts Lurrus on hand. Plays a Giver. And passes back. Drowning Loch. That's pretty good. I suppose we'll save it for counter. Lurrus. Counter that. Although the card draw is annoying. Another Giver. And Paladin tickles us for 2. Ooh, and Surgical. We'll pass back for now. Another Sentinel. Is kinda lame. But draw. I guess we'll double Surgical. Oof. Hitting Stoneforge. And then Pure Steel. They dump their hand. And coming at us like this. Land, finally. But it's not looking good. They be coming. We'll block. And at this point, we gotta win this turn. So bounce. They draw 1 card. Darn, and Extirpate. But we'll YOLO this. Bounce Giver. Extirpate Giver. Oh, look at their hand. Farewell Givers. Opponent plays Aid. And an Ornithopter. Swings with everything and block like this. And we pull this off. 14 cards left. Oh! They can draw their 2 cards. Oh, and where'd their deck go? This is on to game 2. I'm going into game 2. Let's dump all this for all this. And with us, go to game 2. Opening hand, we have Crab and we have Recall. We're gonna keep. Opponent plays Sentinel. Ornithopter. Land. Meh. Play Crab. Oh, and it bears the Saga. The card is Aid. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. So we take 10. We don't have much choice here. We'll pass back to opponent. Another Saga. But now Recall. Giver. Dang, this is not good. If they attack with both, they'll flash on the hammer on the one that's unblocked. Although it could hit Fatal Push by cycling. Yeah, we'll cycle. Another Laughter. But unless our opponent messes this up, it looks like they have us. Especially because they can grab another artifact. Yeah. So we're going to game 3. Now that we're on the play, we'll bring in more Graveyard Hate with. Let's go to game 3. Opening hand seems pretty strong. We're gonna keep. Opponent plays Giver. Another Crab. Play 1. And mill. No hammer. No hammer still. Mill some more. Still no hammer. And still no hammer. Oh my gosh. That's a bummer. We'll pass it back. Opponent plays Paladin. That is troublesome. Oh gosh. No land. This is a very big problem. We'll push the Giver. And if we can just get 1 hammer in graveyard, we're looking really good. But maybe Stone Forging. Oh wait, this could be good. This is good. Unless they get a hammer right away. Yeah, they grab the hammer. Please don't play it right now. Oh my god. Yep, because we can't respond to mana activations, which means as soon as we can trap is now. But at least they can't equip it yet. Now we'll archive. Come on, something good. Oh, Fatal Push. Might as well Surgical it. Oh, and the Shadow Spear in hand. But the rest are lands. So we still have a shot here. Another Saga. Shadow Spear. And they pass him back. Not a land, but cycle. Come on, land, please. Oh, Surgical. Alright. We'll go after Steel Shaper. Basically, their whole deck is gutted. So it's looking pretty good. But here come the constructs. Another one. They grab Memnite from deck. Hit us for 6. Sure. And please, Daddy needs that land. No land, but that works too. They make a token. And another. And look at all these artifacts. I bet they didn't expect this. Ha ha ha. How soul crushing. After all that work. And somehow we still don't have a land. So pass back. Sigarda's Aid. Nope. Counter. They put Lurrus in hand. You've got to be kidding me. Crab pass. Here comes Lurrus. Sigarda's Aid. And they can play Hammer from graveyard. Oh my gosh. We missed so many land drops. What the hell? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Where was our land? What the hell is this? This shouldn't even be possible. Some devil work. Satan's rigging the match against us. I mean, maybe we could have surgicaled the hammers instead of the gift. But I took the gift because I wanted to mill them for 2. Ah, whatever. It is what it is. And now it's on to the next match. Opening hand is acceptable. We'll keep. And it looks like Rakdos. Oh, and look, they're helping us mill. This be a bit tricky. We don't want to mill them too fast because of the channeler. So we'll just play our land and pass back. We take 1. Oh, and they're searching. Oh, they're Mardu. Playing Voidwalker. Well, it's very tempting to trap now, but I think we'll wait. Oh, and an orb. Yeah, I guess we gotta go for it. Oh boy, they have Croxa and Ravioli. And they have another Voidwalker. Wow. Well, might as well play Laughter. Milling 26. Not bad. And had we play Trap, we would have had them down to 1 card. So close. We're in all this for all this, and without us go to game 2. Opening hand's alright. We'll keep. Play Crab. Oh, and a Lightning Bolt. Land cool. But for now, we'll just pass back. Opponent goes for Thoughtseize. Fine, take that. We pull Visions. And for now, we'll just pass back. Oh, they're fetching. Putting Lurrus into their hand. Why? Okay. We'll Archive Trap. Take out one of their lands. And Drown the Loch. Nice. We'll take out the Croxa now. And they have Unearth in hand. That makes things tricky. Shoot, if we counter Lurrus, I'll just unearth it. I suppose we'll do it anyway. Yep. So now that we drawn land, hand, bummer. Put our Lurrus in hand, pass it back, and if we can get one more card in graveyard, we can draw 3 cards. They bring back Scourge, and a Seal of Fire, and another Scourge. We take 3 and go to 12. So frustrating, 19 cards in graveyard. Oh, Fatal Push, not bad. So we'll push, draw 3, and now this is interesting. We'll go Crab, land, pushing their Lurrus, and now we at least have one more turn. We'll probably be shocking. That's not good. It could deal 10 this turn. Also, they deal 2 to us. Kill the Crab. We be at 1. Yikes. Play Lurrus, bring back Crab. 19 cards left, we'll pass back. Opponent draws. Swings, will chump, and they're passing back. Vision's nice. Draw. And there goes their deck. Goes on to game 3. Opening hand, very land heavy. But we'll keep. Unpush Channeler. Archive Trap. Push now. Oh, and opponent's passing back. What? There's still hope. Oh, and they're killing Crab. Mill some more. And a Thoughtseize. And what? Taking our visions? Why? On their upkeep. Hit their land. They bolt. But more importantly, we Archive Trap. And what? There's the concede. We got kind of lucky there because our hand is pretty balls. But it looks like we would have gotten it. What a journey. Although we should have gone 5-0. That was some bullshit. But it was pretty gangster nonetheless. Congratulations, you reached the end of the video. Let's celebrate with opening a pack of cards and giving them away in the next video. First up, we have an Ash Forest, followed by an extended frame Zabas. We are very overdue for a Hardened Skeletal Affinity deck. It's been a long time since we made one. Then we have a Counterspell. The Counterspell looks pretty cool. It's not foil though, but it still looks pretty sexy, you know. And then we have a Brainstone. That's a pretty cool card. It's seeking some play right now. And then we have some more trash. Oh, the foiling does kind of look cool on the what are the cards called? The sketchy cards. There we go. And oh shoot, that's actually a really good pull. What is that? A retro frame. Oh gosh, I'm forgetting. Retro frame. Whatever. Then we have a Jock Hand. There we go. Cool. All right. Well, those are some good pulls. Make sure to interact in the comment section down below, and we'll announce winners in the next video. Until then, stay dummy thick.